It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Baker now off the play fake. That's complete. David Njoku has room down the left sideline. David Njoku all the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. David Njoku, the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Come on, set! Panther 11!
He'll throw it. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Nineteen Lions. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled by Keon White there.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Cougar 19. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Completed here to McCaffrey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin.
Ready.
They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Check smash. Check smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
We set it down, score him at the 38. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and the Falcons will have a 1st. A give now out of the shotgun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action on first. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This finds Austin complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Okay,
after a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on. Set. Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
2.
Throwing from the gun. Escape, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
They'll run here on first down. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mayfield with a blitz coming. His running back rolls it in deep right. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Another chance for it. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incomplete.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. the trusty tight end.
60.
He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. He'll throw it yet again. His ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
On the double.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bob. Go.
Now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion.
Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw it. Finds the in route complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
On the set. Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To throw. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Throwing now. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Brushes him off with ease. And the Dolphins get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. An entire game coming down to this try by Jason Sanders. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Second and 3 now.
70 Lions.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. This a 39-yarder. The kick is off the mark, no good. And folks, we're headed for overtime. Man, this has been such a great game. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First throw of overtime now. That one complete to Njoku. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Come on, come on.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, big interception here. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with a heroic... A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Lamar now from the gun. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. And again, it's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Lamar throwing again. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Jackson's going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. This finds Evans, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Yo.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Got it. Ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. This finds Austin, complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you.
Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And the fumble recovery is made. Woo, got the hearts racing a little earlier than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, it definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stroud off the play fake. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Why, Tony?
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening. Partner, they just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
Right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40.
Ready!
Play action on 1st down. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Ready!
Here's the handoff. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score.
Ready!
Throwing from the gun. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hustle!
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18 Cardinals. Check out.
They'll send him up the middle. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Working quickly here. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready?
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set.
McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on that carry. That leaves them facing 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. Catch made by Austin. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We get the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Cowboys driving. Fourth down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, on the punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it'll be Dolphins football. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Get it. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Throwing it to start this drive. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Hold the ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
Dropping back to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
19. 19.
First down from the red zone. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Go.
Here's the give on third and short. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Now Prater on to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Round throwing here on first. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it. This one finds Kelsey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Hill now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This play goes for 36. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Come on.
2nd and 13. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Trap 60. Here we go.
Now looking to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Top low 18. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Now Prater on to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Stroud. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Kelsey makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Oh, right.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ready, set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready, ready.
The give here on 2nd. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready, break. Go.
Another carry for him. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on 1st. Brought in left side by Jones. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trail by a field goal. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're throwing it. This finds Austin complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
70 Timberwolves.
Hand down to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Austin's there to haul it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Running back sent in motion.
Dragon 60. Go.
Now to throw. Gets him on the in route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. To throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's right. Hey, a little more. Look the hot. Flat. Drop to the right. Nike Texas.
Looking to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud time.
It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he?
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing. We've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
1st and 10 from the 41. Give now to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. They'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Completed to his running back.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He hands it off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throw it. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. There's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. Able to find Jones. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, they'll run. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have second and pretty long here. They'll try and throw it here. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Completed here to McCaffrey. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. From the red zone now. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Miami. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now Prager on to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's the give. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. Catch made by Austin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Handoff on second and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He fires one deep down the... He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He throws a bullet deep to the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession of the football. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. He sends this one to the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Got a man. It's Gesicki. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that.
Oh, he loses the football. And the Texans grab it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it's second down coming up. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This finds Austin complete. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's a throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Going ground here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Let's go now.
It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for our crew, my partner Brock Ewart and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Men Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Ready?
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the 20-yard line, they'll throw right away. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Come on, set.
Back to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Checking it down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
60 Eagles, 68. Ready? Rig alert. 19 Lion. Mustang 19. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Handoff here. Up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2. And it's third down.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they fail to convert on fourth down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
Let's go now.
The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 84 yards. It's a touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Tag!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Set. Let's go. Go.
He'll look to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Miami.
Come on, come on. Set. Let go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass caught right side by Gronkowski. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back to the air one more time. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to keep, and he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Going right sideline and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 59 yards. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. David Njoku for the score. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, here comes Evans. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be caught, it's Alvin Kamara. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Kamara got a first down, still going. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, but he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. To throw now, May. And he's in. Has a touchdown. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it, and the visitors will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run. Give them 14 on that play. 1 first down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Set up.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll run here. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Throwing is May. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the visitors will take over here just past the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That is hot! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Throwing now is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a real...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, But then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Let's go!
So it's a win for our visitors. And it was... The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, check. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Still going. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now a give on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Come on, come on.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw. Right side taken by Njoku. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Quinnen Williams there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Viking 18. Riggs. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ready.
2nd and a yard.
Bronco 80. Let go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
5 wide. That's it.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. He'll get that complete to the tight end Njoku. And he's gonna be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Ready?
Taken in by Gesicki. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Ready?
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Set, hey! 19 Lions. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to the air one more time. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Off balance throw, it's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. He'll get about 2. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On play action, Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Play action. It's Allen. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd down and goal. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's in! Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Get it. Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Miami. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. They'll stick to the ground. Finding space at the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Austin now to return this. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This is 1st and 10. On the run, McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's first down.
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Dragon 60. Come on, come on.
He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to...
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewart for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hand off to the back. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44.
Now.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Cougar 19.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Setting up a throw. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Has it near the 5. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They go play action here. He rolls to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking for a throw here. That's complete, David Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. 60 Eagles.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ready,
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
let's go. Go.
Give now to the running back. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Jones reels it in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's dropping back to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Defense coming off that incompletion. Needs one more stop here on 4th. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He's got it to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. Able to find Jones. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Get it. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hits his tight end on the corner out. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead to 7. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Ready,
The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw now. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Ready? Go.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose.
Okay, great.
Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Go. Let go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Warrior 70.
Here's the snap on 4th. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st.
Ready? Deputy Lions. Seven Pirates. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers. Ready?
They'll throw it again. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll throw it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so this solid 1st half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion.
Set.
He has it, and he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on two-point tries today. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Okay, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. 2nd and 3 now.
Panther 11. Panther. Viking 18. Ready?
From the 37. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Come on. Go.
Pass play now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Got it. Ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Go. Hut, hut.
Dropping back to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Dicker connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
Ready?
They're out and set. First and 10.
Ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field when you were a player. What are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To the air again, Allen. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Finds his fullback. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Allen on 3rd and short. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Dolphins got it! Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Man, such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success. You get that ball moving. And
he's fighting for it, but will not get there. They stall the run out, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, partner. The first time they touch the ball, somehow it ends up as a safety.
Somehow, some way. How about we just call it unfortunate for one side? But I tell you what, if we get a safety on the first touch of this game, I can't wait to see what we're in store for today.
Nice positivity there. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown! Now the PAT try coming up. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
chooses to bring this one out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Has the connection to Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
No one around. He's got space. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Dolphins slice the lead down to a couple. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Jones. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. That one complete to Njoku. They get 27 on the play, and it'll give them a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Has it downfield, working the left. It's a gain of 22, and that'll be a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Play action now with Allen. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on Q1. We've got a close one here. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. Trying again following the sack. They have 2nd down behind the stick. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Third down from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. On first down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Connects with Johnson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Allen looking to throw this. This is caught. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They go play action here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Here's the give on third and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
It's Allen out of the pistol. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. Allen on third down. He's trying another one deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Allen gonna throw again. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's gonna extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Unlock line. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Here we go. Here we go.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Ready, ready.
Here's the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the...